Howdy, Sully from Tiger Bricks here, and today I've got some pretty exciting news. A couple months ago I showed you how to transform a regular modular building into something that can be picked up with one hand and looks nice on display. While the method hasn't changed very much, the way you source the parts has, and I figured it's worth showing again. Let's get into it. The parts you'll need for this mod are pretty straightforward, and I like to keep it down to 3 different parts: the 16x16 plate, a 2x2 brick, and a 2x4 brick. Now that there's a few modular buildings that aren't on 32x32 base plates, it's a little bit different for those, but for the standard 32x32 base plate, you'll need 30 2x4 bricks, 25 2x2 bricks, and of course 4 16x16 plates. I listed all the pieces you'll need right here and the quantities, and you can see that the total comes out to 2027. Now that is a little bit more expensive than the last video I made. There's nothing wrong with that though, because the big update is that 16x16 plates are now on the bestseller list for Lego.com. That means that you no longer have to wait for international shipping, and it'll get to your house in a couple days if you live in the United States at least. I think that's 100% worth the extra 30 cents or something extra that they're charging now. And if you don't plan on getting anything else, you can double up the order to get free shipping. So this is kind of the pattern that you want to go for to Mills plate your modular building. You're going to have 2 rows of 8 and 2 rows of 7 that are, sandwiched between those 2 rows of 8. Then you're going to start off in the center and put a 2x2 brick, and then every 3 spaces you're going to put another until you have a grid of 5x5 for a total of 25. Once you've done that, you can top it with your 16x16 plates, and this is where the fun begins. Once you've got all those on, and I'm just going to flip it to show you guys how it should look on the other side, just exactly how I described it, 3x3 spaces between the 2x2 plates. Every empty stud here is going to connect to the modular building's base plate, which is going to just make it so much more stable and just better overall. So basically, I'm just going to show you side by side. You want to transfer everything from the left base plate to the right platform so that you can put the right platform on the left base plate. Now before you do this, I just want to save you guys the trouble. I know some of you might have kind of a wobbly base plate, and this is going to help fix that. But also, all these pieces are probably going to be pretty dusty, so you want to save yourself the hassle and just dust them off with a paintbrush. And I mean really get in there, get all the nooks and crannies and corners, and just, you don't really want to have to wash your hands every 2 minutes while doing this, because if it's like mine, it's going to get pretty gross if you don't do this. And the next step is to completely take off the modular building from the base plate. Now this is usually pretty easy, it comes off in one piece. Some of them are a little bit trickier than others, and fortunately the police station is way easier than a lot of them. Basically, half of the building isn't even tiled on the ground, so that just makes it a lot easier. And I'm telling you guys, I've done this a few times now. The easiest way to do this is to just transfer the pieces and tiles one by one onto the base plate. It is so much easier than just doing every other method I've tried, including taking all the pieces off and following the instructions. This way pieces don't get lost, and take a picture if you need to remind yourself where they go. And once you've got all those pieces transferred, you just want to take your time and line up everything. Make sure that everything sticks properly to the base plate. You want to make sure that everything's just super well connected, and that ensures that it's a super stable thing that you can pick up with one hand. Then of course, once that's all connected, you're basically done. The final step is to just put the entire modular building back on. If it doesn't fit right, go back and check to make sure that you didn't make a mistake. Also, don't force it down because you're just going to end up making it a lot worse if it does break. Just try to gently push it down into place. And once you've got all that done, you've got your Mills plated modular building. It looks super good on display. You can pick it up with one hand. Super easy to connect to the other modular buildings. Overall, it's just a really great mod. There's tons of ways that you can do this. This one's just my favorite. Other people will have random colors, and I just like to keep it nice and neat looking for display. But that's all I have for you right now. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like and leave a comment down below, and also consider subscribing. This is also a reminder that my Christmas giveaway is still going on, and to enter that, in the description below there will be a Discord link, and you just have to join that to automatically be entered. See ya.